Guys, welcome to the channel Divine Truth Tarot. We're going to be doing a little check-in here with the energies of the divine feminine, divine masculine, and of course union energies. Now, I want to make something really clear. This is probably unpopular opinion, and that's okay. Part of the role of my soul is to deliver unpopular opinion. I am a messenger of divine truth. And so I wanted to talk for a moment. Wow. Okay. Excuse me. However, that being said, there's clearly something that needs to be spoken. That's clearly something that has blocked my throat chakra. So, very clear. Thank you, angels. Your twin is you. And it's very easy, and don't think that I'm immune to this because I haven't been on this journey. So when I'm talking to you guys, I'm also talking to myself. So when we blame or point fingers at our twin flame, what we're really doing is trying to distract ourselves from our own healing, our own growth, our fears, our insecurities, our inner child wounds, and basically anything that has kept us from our own soul. Your twin is here to act as a mirror to anything that's holding you back from your highest growth, your highest potential, your highest timeline, joy, happiness, abundance, and love. Any of those things. So oftentimes it can look like your twin is being mean, they're ghosting you, they're rejecting you, they're abandoning you, or they're choosing someone else. But this is never the case. This is why I say the 3D is an illusion. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit more before we get into the cards because thinking that your twin is rejecting you because they want to be with someone else over you. That is not the case. You are the perfect person for them and the perfect match, and vice versa. They will always choose you over anyone else. It will always, always be you. And if you talk to twins who have been in separation, they'll say, I never forgot about you. It was always you. You were always the one. I was finding my way back to you. And so that's really what we're doing on this journey is we come together, there's a Kundalini activation and rising in both twins. It can be very dramatic, it can feel very alarming, and it can make one or both twins flee, and then we say we have the runner-chaser cycle. Now this doesn't have to happen. Not every dynamic will have a runner-chaser cycle, or cycles plural. However, it seems to happen right now. It seems to be happening in the majority of cases, the majority of twins. I also feel like most twins haven't yet come into union, and they will be coming into union starting in December and moving into 2024. I'm not saying that there aren't any. I'm saying that I don't think there's very many at all right now in the world. And I feel like I see comments and you're talking about abuse and manipulation, and I have to address that because I have experience with narcissistic abuse. That was what my old channel was all about for 2.5 years. So I completely understand that dynamic. I went through it. I endured it myself more than once. And if there is abuse or manipulation present, that is not your twin flame. Your twin flame would never intentionally or purposefully hurt you, reject you, or abandon you. If they're doing these things, it's because they're doing it out of love, and they're doing it to show you where you're abandoning, rejecting, or ghosting, silencing your own soul, your own voice, and your own truth. It's imperative that we understand this because I feel like there are people who think they may be a twin flame or calling this person a twin, and in reality, it's a karmic situation, it's a karmic energy, and it could even be narcissistic abuse. I don't want to talk too much on that because, again, that was something I did in the past, and it's not what I'm doing now. It's not what I focus on at all, but I want to make that clear. So that might help some of you release yourselves from a connection that you thought maybe was destined, but in reality, it's actually repeating karmic cycles, and it's up to you and your beautiful soul, your very capable soul, to get out of that dynamic of abuse and manipulation, lies, deceit, and all of those things. Your twin is you. So they have the same blueprint, the same DNA, genetic, maybe not necessarily genetic, but the same blueprint on a soul level as you do. So they are you, in essence, walking around in a different body, having a different earthly experience until you come together and reunite and meet again. This is a person you've traveled with lifetimes with. You've met up in different lifetimes, and in some lifetimes they were on the other side or you were on the other side guiding them through. But this presence was always felt. In fact, the way that my twin and I have described it to each other is we always knew that there was somebody out there. We always knew there was a higher love. We knew that this existed. And then we found it in each other. And yet, it can be very overwhelming for the human self. The soul is exalted when you meet your twin in the physical. The human self feels fear. The human self feels unworthiness. And it brings up all of these things because your twin shines a light on all of those places that you have yet to heal or you have yet to be honest with yourself about. So I want you guys to be really gentle in this process. This is not at all me trying to dissuade you off of this journey. I just want to be clear because I get really upset when I see these comments, and other people may think, oh, well, that's my twin. My twin abuses and manipulates me. No, no, no. There are other people who think twin flames are all about abuse. That is incorrect. There's a lot of false information out there. There's a lot of false prophets, if you will. If anyone calls themselves a guru or a prophet, I would really take a second look at that person because we're really all on this journey together. Nobody's above anybody. Nobody's below anybody. We're walking side by side. We're paddling the rowboats together. So I just be discerning, even with my information. I want you guys, I urge you guys to be discerning over anything that's not your own soul and the voice and wisdom of your own soul. Be discerning of all readers, be discerning of how much information you take in, and make sure that you are not taking in 25 readings a day or 25 readings a week and then trying to jumble it all together and have it make sense to you. That's just another form of distraction that we are all guilty of, myself included. And so just be mindful that health is also the information that you're taking in. It's not just the food that you put into your body and the exercise. So just wanted to make that very clear, and we can have a discussion in the comments, but please know that this is coming from a place of love and truth and divine guidance. So let's get started on the reading today, guys. I will try to remember to timestamp when the actual card reading begins for those who don't wish to hear that, but it's a very important message. I hope you stuck with me through it. So let's go ahead and clear the Spirit of the Animals cards and the Starseed cards, and we're going to start with our Light Seers deck. Now, I have a donation from one of my clients and one of our amazing Divine Feminines. I'm not sure if she wants me to say her name, so I will not, but she has made a donation to the channel to help me in beautifying my setup. I'm very thankful, and I giggled when I saw her email because it's something I've been thinking about for a while. I realize the simplicity of my setup, and you know, this channel is still in its infancy, so I expect it to grow and evolve and change. And so I have purchased 2 card holders, really beautiful hand-painted wood card holders. So that's my first step in beautifying the channel, and I'll keep on going from there. So thank you, Soul Sister. I really appreciate you and that donation. I'm very excited to receive those. They're handmade on Etsy, so it may take a while to receive them. I think by October I should have them, but I'm very excited. And then I got 2 because each one holds 3 cards. So my thinking was I could do a conversation between the counterparts, you know, feminine here, masculine here. So that was what I was thinking in my mind. So really excited, and thank you again. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what is going on with the union energy. Well, interesting. It seems we have some rather, I don't want to say chaotic energy, but it's kind of like sporadic energy would be more like it. Let me go ahead and bring this a little closer. I can't wait to receive my card holders. I'm very excited. Okay, so what we have here is the Hanged Man, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So the universe is playing a part, making its voice known with this major arcana card. In this particular deck, the translation of the Hanged Man, because this is a spiritual deck, it's a light and shadow deck, the Light Seers deck. There's a lot of yogic references. There's a lot of spiritual connotations of the cards. This is, you can see, I mean, she's very much relaxed and free, and she's got one hand, hanging down, really searching for those answers, searching for, I see these as light codes. So it's like she's reaching for these light codes, this information of how to take her further on her journey. Now, this is number 12, so it's about halfway through it's a little more than halfway through the journey of the major arcana. There are 21 cards. The 21st card is the world card. She's a little bit more than halfway through, so she's really starting to find herself, to find her wisdom. And she's doing this with ease. I mean, she's really just relaxed at this point of the journey and digging deeper, really digging deeper inside of herself. What does this all mean? What does this add up to? What does this mean? And how can I continue to further my spiritual growth? Now we have the 10 of Cups, considered to be one of the happiest, most emotionally fulfilling and abundant cups or cards in the deck, cups in the deck. And you see these cups are just floating around, on a rainbow, and they're being filled with this rainbow essence, this beautiful energy of love, light, abundance, joy. And guys, the reason I choose joy rather than happiness, the word joy, words are very powerful. They create spells, spells. And what you say, what you think does in fact matter. The emotions you carry behind it does in fact matter. So when I see this card, I see the essence of joy. Happiness is fleeting. Happiness is based on external circumstances, or it's based on having a partner, or having this job, or having this money, having my hair this color or this length, or having this nose, or whatever it might be that makes you feel happy, but it's fleeting and it doesn't last because it's not something you've created within yourself. When you experience true joy and bliss that the yogis talk about, that the meditators talk about, longtime meditators, Buddhist monks, they're talking about joy that's created within. They're talking about resiliency in terms of emotional resiliency, not allowing external circumstances to change your vibration, being immune in a sense, or at least very close to being immune to what's going on outside of yourself, and realizing that the only real truth and the only real path to joy is within. So even though I see this as these two women watching their children playing, they feel very fulfilled. There's a sense of, I've accomplished what I've set out to accomplish. I feel very, very content in this moment. My cups are all filled. My job cup, my abundance cup, my joy cup, my love cup, my friendship cup, my partnership cup, right? All of these things, my mission cup, all of these cups are filled. So I feel as though this is really positive energy and news for the counterparts. We are absolutely turning a corner. And although there still may be moments, guys, where you're waking up, mornings are really tough for me. It's like I wake up and my twin isn't there, and it feels like he should be there because of the work and the growth and the evolution that I've done this year. And I know he's doing it too because I can feel him. In fact, yesterday I was sitting there. I wrote this in a community post, but I'll just go ahead and share it here because I know stories are very powerful. Stories have been around since the inception of time. We told stories. Shamans have told stories for eons, centuries. Native Americans, native peoples of all indigenous peoples have told stories around campfires. There's a reason why camping is very magical. There's a reason why being in nature and being surrounded by just the vastness of nature is very, very healing for the soul. And we told stories as a way to communicate our fears and our joys and our triumphs and our failures. And I don't believe in failures, but things that didn't work out, let's say, and our love, our love and our life. So there's a real significance to stories. So I was sitting there last night, having done several hypnosis sessions. As you guys know, I'm in hypnotherapy. And so yesterday we're working on prosperity consciousness. So he includes a lot of these, in our training, we get a lot of these hypnosis sessions. So I had 3 yesterday. And I felt my twin touch my face. I very clearly felt a presence there. It was very clearly my twin, and he was there. And I felt really emotional and really connected to him more than I had in months. And then I was sitting on the couch a little bit later, just relaxing and letting my computer charge, and I was going to go back to my classes. And all of a sudden, the room cleared and it was just me. And all of a sudden I felt his energy just whoosh, like whoosh in. And this happened when I was on my vacation with my family as well. Actually, while I was sitting in the van around, surrounded by people, I could feel his energy. So this was about a month later, and I feel him again. And it was very clear. He was very, very, he was worried. There was the worry energy of, where are you? Where have you gone? Are you there? Are you still there? Are you waiting for me? I'm making my way towards you. He needed to make it very clear that he has not forgotten about me, has not forgotten about this mission, the promise, this commitment to me and to this connection and to us, that things have gone a little awry in his life and that he's working things out. He's mending things. He's mending his heart, and he's mending his inner child, and he's making his way back to me, and he just wanted to make sure that I was still there. So the bottom line is the masculines are trying to communicate. Make sure that your heart is open. So healing any heart blockages, heart opening meditations would be very beneficial at this time, as well as any blocks that you may have in your throat chakra. So if you feminines like me are feeling those blocks, start speaking your truth, start living authentically from your truth. You may have people, you may have naysayers, you may have people that do not like what you have to say or do not like the real you. That does not matter. You didn't come here to people please. You came here to heal, in fact, people pleasing and codependency. You came here to be your true authentic self, and you came here to step into your power and role as a divine feminine or divine masculine. It does not matter what anyone else thinks about what you're doing or saying, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else. If you're just living your truth out loud, continue to do so, because that's exactly what the world needs. Pardon me, is you in your power. So I want you guys to know the masculines are thinking about you. They are wanting to know if you're still there. Clear any chakra blocks you may have. You share a chakra system. This is one belief system anyway. This is one belief that twins share chakra system, so you both feel things. If there's a blockage in you and you clear it, then it clears for your twin as well. Remember, guys, they're in essence you in another body, just having different experiences, but it's you. And so any blocks that you have, your twin will have as well, even if they show up somewhat differently in your 3D physical realities. So the 10 of Cups, guys, I mean, it's coming, and there's this sort of moment of sacred intentional pause that I've been talking about for quite some time. You may be tired of hearing it, or the ego may be tired of hearing it, but trust that the soul knows what it's doing, and trust that activations are in fact happening. Now we have the Queen of Swords, which I oftentimes refer to as my ice queen. She's not necessarily the ice queen. It really depends on the energy of the reading, the energy of the counterparts. I don't feel her as icy at this time. I feel her is in contemplation. I feel this as the feminines are contemplating their reality. They're contemplating changes they've made in their reality recently, their 3D reality, and they're contemplating, where does my counterpart fit in? Some of you might be feeling like, I don't even know if there's space anymore for my counterpart. I'm changed and I've made so many changes. That's okay. As long as you're not feeling this from a place of anger or resentment. If you just feel kind of curious, like, wow, I wonder where they'll fit in, that's actually a beautiful energy. Like, where will they fit into my new life? Then you can start visualizing with emotion. You can start visualizing. And if you have trouble visualizing, guys, try this. Try infusing emotion. So if it doesn't work for you to visualize, let's say, a text message coming in from your counterpart, if it doesn't work for you to visualize, them picking up the phone and calling you, if you just can't get into that energy or the emotion behind that, start visualizing what it will be like when you see each other again after X amount of time. Start visualizing the emotion, the flood of emotion that you won't even be able to control. And you're fooling yourself if you think you can, because this connection is that deep and that significant and that powerful. So your ego may try to say, oh yeah, it's fine, I'll be cool, calm, and collected. No, you won't. I've tried saying that to myself. It's such a lie. No, you won't. You'll be over the moon running to each other like in those movies, and you're going to be feeling the intensity and the pull, and it's going to be stronger than ever. The thing about this connection versus others, well, one of the many, many differences, infinite differences, is that it doesn't get weaker over time. It only gets stronger. Your connection to your beloved only gets stronger. So in this time of separation, you only feel it more and more and more, and so do they. So the more you try to pull away, the more you feel the sting. So do they. The more they feel the missing, the pain, the longing. So just imagine, visualize seeing them, what that will feel like, hugging them. I mean, oh my gosh, that feeling of the hug of being in my twin's arms is unlike anything else. Safe and loving and just so much love and so much safety and security, just feeling at home, that feeling of being at home because you're at one with your own soul. So imagine what that will feel like, and start doing that every day, 3 times a day, and watch how things shift and change in your connection. All right. Ooh, masculines. Hell yes. Well, Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, seriously. Look at this energy. Queen of Wands. So masculines are in the process of creating. The Wands is the fastest moving energy that I can think of in the deck. It's also it's infused with passion and enlightenment. It's infused with magic. You see all these candles being lit around her. She's being enlightened by her own energy. She's absolutely thrilled to realize her own power and her own magic in the palms of her hands. These masculines are waking up to their magic, to their gifts, and who they truly are. I'm telling you, some of them are realizing they're pursuing Reiki, they're pursuing meditation, they're pursuing energy healing, they're taking classes or courses, or they're becoming interested in this because they're realizing that they have magical healing hands, healing energy, and they're realizing that, wait a minute, there's so much more than just the 3D world. The masculines that I'm talking about in my readings are awake. So this woman is absolutely just thrilled with her own energy. I mean, you can see she's sitting there and she's like, wow, look at what I'm able to do. There's an intense and immense light that is really connecting her to all her passions. So the masculines are starting to feel excited about life again. They're starting to feel joy. They're starting to feel their boldness, and they're starting to realize, you know what? I can step up into my power again. I can put myself back in that place. Or maybe they've never felt like they've been in that place before. They're going to start to rebuild, and they're going to find their true joy and their true purpose. They're realizing that they're fierce, and they're boldly stepping into the limelight. And I feel like this is so important for the masculines to tap into the sacral chakra energy of creativity and sensuality, because they've been really pent up for far too long. They've really pushed down who they truly were and what they truly wanted. It was so interesting, the irony, because my masculine would always say, I love what I do. And I was like, really? I said, okay. And I was just kind of listening. I said, you do? Yeah, I love what I do. I said, wow, I mean, you're on the go a lot, and you lose a lot of sleep, and you're not home a lot. And I was just kind of like listening. And then like in the next sentence or the next day, he'd say, I need to figure out how to love myself. I don't have self-love. And then he would say, I need to find my purpose, or something like that. Like he would basically hint at that he's not living his purpose, he's not living his dharma, and he knew it. And I found that so fascinating, because there were like parts, we have different parts of us. And in hypnotherapy, we can do parts therapy, where we can really get down to the part and have the parts talk to one another and find out, what is this part trying to protect you from? So there was a part of him trying to protect him and keep him basically not vibing strong or powerful, keep his light dimmed. And there was a part of him that wanted him to step out of that, and they were definitely at odds with each other. Of course, if I brought that up, I was always pretty much met with, no, I love what I do. I'm like, yeah, but you just said that you haven't found your purpose, and you want to. And so anyway, they have to find that on their own, just like the feminines did. The King of Pentacles energy, earthly energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Wands, of course, Aries, Leo, Sag. So we have fire energy, earth energy. Love these two. Very, very flammable together. I love them. And this is bringing the connection down to earth. Now, what I love about the King of Pentacles is that he's got it all, right? He's got the loyal companion. Of course, I would have a cat there as well. Cat lady alert. But he's got his money, right? His money is situated away, right? His investments. He doesn't have to worry about money. He's got joy. You can tell he's just got joy. And it just feels like he's maybe sitting in front of a fire surrounded by friends, and they're having a conversation, a deep, just intimate conversation, and he feels really fulfilled. He feels prosperous, abundant, happy, well, joyful. He could be happy and joyful. He feels like he's got everything that he needs. You know, he sits in this library full of books and information. So yeah, he has the answers that he needs. He's created the wealth, but yeah, he lives very comfortably. And you can see he just has this wise sage energy about him. So divine masculines, way to go for stepping into this King of Pentacles energy today. I feel like that is such a powerful energy and I love it. I love, 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 love that energy. All right. What do the masculines want to say to the feminines today? What do the masculines want to say to the feminines today? What? For real? Spirit, for real? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm a Syrian starseed. Are you serious? Like, seriously though? The Emperor. We've got the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands for the masculine's energy, and the Emperor and the Two of Cups union. This is my light card in the deck. So when you receive the deck, you're asked to choose a light and a dark card. It was hard, but I chose this as my light card. Union energy, right? We see the union, the merging of two different races, two different cultures, two different religions, two different continents, two different countries, two different everything. We see the merging together of these energies. We see this pouring down. Both cups are overflowing with this magical energy. I mean, this is clearly what the universe wants. This is how it is supposed to be. This is crazy. And the Emperor is a leader. The Emperor can be a little stoic, yes. King of Pentacles, not so much. So I like this balance. And it's funny, we have a lot of root chakra and a lot of sacral chakra energy. So stability, foundation, as well as sensuality and creativity being really, really highlighted here. What I love is to see those two together with the Queen of Wands, with all this creativity, passion, and excitement. Okay, stability, creativity, passion, excitement, leadership. I mean, he's really working on every angle of himself, every angle of his life. He's really working on stepping into that energy. And I feel as though when he steps into this energy fully is when he's going to be able to come forward and offer you that cup of love and offer you that union energy, that commitment, that stability. It's, again, guys, look, if your masculine hasn't stepped up yet, it's because he doesn't just want to offer you something that is not long-lasting or stable, or if it's fleeting energy, he's not going to come forward because he knows that you deserve more than that, and you've made it clear that you deserve more than that. And sometimes you can fall back and go, oh, I shouldn't have been so hard on him. No, it wasn't about you being hard on him. It was about you learning how to set healthy boundaries for what you truly deserve. This is insane. I feel hot. Okay, feminines, your energy to match, look at this, your energy to match the masculines. He has the Two of Cups in his energy. You have the Lovers. Now, the Lovers can also signify decision. In this scenario, this is him deciding to walk towards, and you deciding to walk towards a spiritual union in the Two of Cups, leaving behind anything that does not serve the connection. I'm so excited. That does not serve you coming together. So yes, the Lovers energy. And once again, what I love is that we have the two different races here being highlighted. Twins, as you know, my twin and I are two different races, and twins are here to completely eradicate barriers to love, any barriers to love, anything that's culture, religion, skin color, age differences, gender differences. We're just eradicating all of that, and we're making everything normal, everything. I don't even want to say mainstream because we don't want it to be mainstream, but we are eradicating anything, any stigma around who you love or how you love or when you love, okay? When you fall in love. Doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how many times you've tried at love. This is your true divine partner. So to see the Two of Cups with the Lovers is super exciting. This has to be one of my most powerful readings I've done in a long time. So the Lovers energy coming together, again, making that decision to really truly unite with one another. And really standing in that power of knowing who you are, opening your heart, divine feminine, to a more meaningful connection with your counterpart, and expanding an expansion of the union into trust, into love. You can see the merging. I love the merging of her hair, and I just love that they're looking into each other's eyes, and that's just such a sign and symbol of trust. So making the choice to step forward into this union, and very magnetic and profound connection. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Now, I've talked about this card before, seeing, like, my interpretation has always been he's running from something. But the interpretation in the deck by the author of the deck is that he's not running away from something, he's running towards something. Okay, so he's being guided by, I mean, you can see, I mean, there's magic in his feet. He's running to you. And this is the energy that I picked up on yesterday when my masculine came through hot and heavy. I mean, it was so clear and so vivid. I sat there as if I was in a daze. And the energy was very much, I'm coming to you, I'm making my way as fast as I can. And I made sure to tell him and to tell the other masculines, I made sure to say, it's okay, take your time. And I mean that in the sense that please make sure that, you know, you're able to take care of what you need to take care of, that you're able to situate what you need to situate. I am here, I'm not going anywhere, I never will. My door is always open for you and for this love and for this connection and for this energy. And I want you to feel good about coming forward to me. So the masculines are absolutely running towards the feminine, and you can see the bow and arrow on his back. I'm not at all into hunting, I'm a vegan, but looking at this, the way that I see this is that he is, you know, it's the arrow to your heart. He's running to try to make sure that nobody else scoops you up, and that nobody else is able to truly, that nobody else gets to come in and claim you, basically. He's claiming the feminine. All right, so let's check in with the Spirit of the Animals deck here. Amazing cards, amazing energy. I think there may be something to the September 15th date that I have been sort of dripping into my readings. So I think there's something to that. The energy is definitely shifting. The energy is definitely changing back to power, away from sort of any inauthentic energy, and just stepping back into the twins really being in power and being in contact in the 5D to initiate that 3D connection or reconnection. Feminine energy, miracles, hummingbird. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Let's say joy. Beautiful. So feminines, if you're seeing hummingbirds, this is the particular message for those seeing hummingbirds, or you may start to see hummingbirds coming forward. This doesn't have to be in the flesh, in the 3D. It can be on screen, or, you know, in a book, in a movie, whatever, etc. Social media posts, etc. So yeah, lots of miracles on the way. Hummingbirds are incredible in the sense that, you know, hummingbird has a very high metabolism. I feel like this is symbolic of the feminines metabolizing any negative energy rather quickly these days. Not letting anything get in your way. If there's negative energy, you simply block, delete, move on. You're no longer entertaining those people, feeling like you have to say something back or explain yourself in your 3D. You're simply just moving on. And that's creating miracles. That's creating shifts for you as you step into your power and realize this is not being mean. This is you protecting your energy. So masculine energy, please. Oh, okay. Spirit's also saying for the hummingbird, for feminines, you're drinking the sweet nectar of life again. You're remembering the sweetness of the connection. So stepping away from any resentment, stepping away from any energy of not being able to forgive, stepping away from the energy of doubt or blame or shame or fear or insecurities, really stepping into this energy of joy and loving harmony to allow those miracles to step forward into your life. Masculine, oh, that's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Not only do we have Dragon Supernatural, which we had the other day for the masculines, but it flew out of the deck and it flew under something. Masculines are being evasive, okay? So again, This is very clear. Like my masculine was in and out yesterday. His energy lingered for a few moments, but then he was gone, and that's okay. He had work he needed to do. He just needed to come in very quickly to check in with me and make sure I was there. Now, because this has come up before, this is the card of an ancient wise sage, and dragons are part of this journey in the sense that the energy dragons, they're clearing. There's earth dragons, there's water dragons, there's air dragons, the 4 elements, and there's fire dragons. I'm feeling a lot of fire dragons at this time. Really, there are fires going on, I know, in California and other places still. And as this happens, it's sweeping away things that no longer serve. It's sweeping away things that keep you stuck, that keep you looping in cycles, that keep you in negative energy or thoughts, that keep you in resentment, blame, shame, guilt. Really washing those away, and the masculines are feeling that as well. They're realizing that they're in charge of their destiny, and they can shapeshift, meaning they can change their life. They're really realizing that they're masters of their destiny. I can change my life. I just heard a masculine say, I can change my life. Whoever this masculine is, I'm seeing red hair and freckles and young. He's young. He's younger than you, but he's really cute. And he's like, I can change my destiny. I can do this. And they're showing me the Annie theme song again. And I sung that the other day in one of my videos. And just so you know, guys, when I channel and do the videos, I don't really remember anything from the video. So I just remember singing that song for some reason. The sun will come out tomorrow. So they're showing me the Annie energy again, but this time it's a male energy. So if that's someone's masculine, let me know. He's really cute, and he's also he's very youthful. But yeah, he's definitely saying, I can change my life. Like, he's excited. So the energy of excitement, the energy of optimism, the energy of youth. Okay, masculine. So let's get a card for union energy to wrap up the reading. Union energy. I'm so happy I did this reading today because it's making me really happy. Union energy. Ooh, Link's Keeper of Secrets. Yeah, there's a little bit, this card flew under, for the masculines, flew under something. There's still things that are being kept from us that we're not supposed to see the big picture, Spirit is saying. There's still things that are being kept, and that's okay. It's not for the reason you think, okay? It's not for a negative reason or a bad reason. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Masculines are gaining strength in silence and solitude, and the feminines are allowing this to happen. They're being receptive of the energy, and they're allowing their masculines to do what they need to do. And feminines are trusting their inner knowing over what they're seeing in the 3D. And this is really going to make your life a lot easier. It's going to really, really assist your masculine. It's going to actually pull him forward. And feminines are mostly just observing, but the masculines, you guys are mirroring each other because the masculines are observing the feminines as well. The masculines are sitting back right now and they are just watching the feminines. They are wondering where you're at, what you're doing, who you're with, but they're keeping their next move a secret. Very, very clear with this dragon energy. And feminines expect miracles. As you expect the miracles, as you live in a vibration of miracles, you're going to start to bring that forward into your energy, into your connection. So I hope this was helpful, guys. I'm sending you so much love, so much positive energy, and so much hope and faith on this journey. Things are about to really shift and kick into high gear. This was such an amazing, magical reading. I send you so much love, and I'll see you soon.